The subcompact SUV market teems with options from high-end luxury to hybrid and electric models to affordable fare. There is literally a little something for everyone. With their all-new Kicks, Nissan set out with a pretty straightforward plan. Make a car for hip urban people that's affordable, good-looking, and full of safety and tech features.
As it turns out, this little guy has a lot more than just a little going for it.
Nissan's made it pretty clear that the Kicks is not a replacement for their older, similarly small-scaled Juke. Instead, the Kicks was inspired by a concept first introduced at the 2014 Sao Paulo Motor Show. And I gotta be honest, for a production car, it's pretty close to the original, which is impressive.
You guys, it looks great. It's athletic and has some really cool exterior details, like these narrow headlights, optional 17-inch wheels, and check out this nice character line that runs the length of the car and then fades into the rear three-quarter panel. It's got just the right amount of attitude without looking like a transformer.
There's thoughtful detail stamped into the sheet metal, and it comes in bold colors with super cool names like Super Black, Monarch Orange, and Deep Blue Pearl. You can also opt for a sweet two-toned contrasting roof. Size-wise, the Kicks slots into Nissan's lineup as the smallest CUV available below the Rogue Sport, but it punches way above its weight with more passenger and cargo room than its competition. Behind the second row, there's 23.5 cubic feet, which bests the Kia Soul, the Hyundai Kona, the Ford EcoSport, and the Toyota CHR. The low load-in floor makes it easy to get stuff into it.
The rear seats are pretty easy to lay flat, but you guys, look at all the space in there. This is one CUV that's actually got room for cargo and passengers at the same time. And hey, check it out. There's even a spare. The interior of the Kicks is simple, but it's really well laid out and it's got everything here that you need. And for headroom, awesome. Legroom, you know what? Let's just call it all a ridiculous bounty of space.
Not all the surfaces are soft touch, but there are some, as well as some nice extras like optional contrast stitching, piano black trim, and brushed chrome-like surfaces. Half of the instrument panel is digital, a feature that's usually reserved for way more expensive cars. The 7-inch touchscreen is easily navigable, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard on the SV trim and above. The seats are a NASA-inspired zero-gravity design, and while they're not taking astronauts into space, heading through Kingman or Barstow, you won't be uncomfortable. Durable faux leather is also available on the highest SR trim.
There are 2 USB ports here for your rear passengers, which is nice because there's not a whole lot else back here. There's no rear air vents, and there's not even a center armrest, so if you do plan to motor west, make sure the people are friends.
Hey, Lynn.
Hi, friend. The headroom back here is really great. The legroom is awesome too, so much that we invited our very tall, very amazing intern, Sean, to drive. And look, if I need extra room, I can just tuck my feet right underneath the seat. Now, the back seat is technically supposed to fit 3 people, but you guys, if they're regular sized, I'm gonna say not for long. Okay, bye, friends.
Bye, friends. Bye.
Completing this tidy package is a 1.6-liter, 125-horsepower engine. It's not going to move mountains or even drive up them very quickly because, well, again, 125 horsepower. On the plus side, though, a roughly 2,600 pounds curb weight gives the Kicks a decent power-to-weight ratio. For the intended audience, merging and the ability to swerve away from danger are likely priorities.
Does the Kicks deliver? Well, let's put it this way. If you want the power of a hot hatch, then buy a hot hatch. But if you're traveling my way, that's the highway, then yeah, it actually does pretty good.
The powertrain is rounded out with a continuously variable transmission, and while it's not my favorite kind of transmission, this one feels pretty natural, without that rubber bandy droning CVTs are known for. It also really helps you out at the gas pump. The combined 33 miles a gallon is another best in class that Nissan claims with this baby ute. See all the boxes we're checking off here? Here's one area where the Kicks trails the Kona or EcoSport. All-wheel drive is not an option. If you want all-weather traction, you'll have to upgrade to the Rogue Sport.
Built on the Versa platform, the ride quality is actually really good. The suspension doesn't feel too hard or too soft, and bumps aren't jarring or uncomfortable at all. On the other hand, the steering isn't really superb. There's a lot of play in the steering wheel, and it doesn't feel nearly as connected as I'd like.
Though when you get up to speed, the electronic steering adjusts and becomes a bit more responsive, so it's better.
You guys, I gotta say, the turning radius on this is banging. Woo!
The base model Kicks S goes for $18,965, including destination fees. And as is, it comes standard with some pretty impressive stuff, the most interesting being automatic emergency braking. In competitors, that's a feature reserved for higher trims. The SV trim level adds extras like blind spot warnings, rear cross traffic alerts, 17-inch wheels, and body-colored side mirrors and outside door handles. Move up to the SR for a rear roof-mounted spoiler, a leather-wrapped steering wheel and shifter, and dark chrome grille accents. Add the premium package to your Kicks mix, and you get, among other things, an 8-speaker Bose audio system, including driver headrest speakers. It's subtle, so not like someone shouting in your ears, but it adds just the right amount of surround sound feeling. Nissan's Color Studio option is also available with the Kicks, which means you can personalize some accessory items like wheel inserts or exterior side mirrors and door handles in 5 different accent colors. The cool factor is getting pretty hot. If you go all in, you're looking at just over $22,000, including that destination charge. It's not a lot of green for a very colorful CUV. It's a good thing I like the way it looks, because I think I'm going to be seeing a lot of these.
The Kicks is a really great example of engineering, design, and marketing teams all sitting down in the same room and absolutely nailing the brief. It's a hit. Speaking of hits, did anybody get my reference about the whole Kicks on Route 66 thing? Micah? Tim? Sean? Nobody?